What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, Badger with Beauty Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Hope you're having an awesome day. By the way, tomorrow, Hudco Hat Party tomorrow, Saturday, Pluckers on Nicholson, 7 p.m., LSU, Texas, baseball, Hudco Hat Party. Looking forward to that. All right, let's talk LSU baseball today against Oklahoma. A really good opportunity. Oklahoma as a team is hitting 219. Not a very potent offensive squad. So, great opportunity for Blake Money tonight to go out and continue doing what he's done well so far to start this season, which is freaking dominate. And I say this evening, it's actually 3 o'clock. So I'm kind of, if there's one thing I'm bummed about, it's that I love that LSU plays in this Shriners Classic. But really disappointed that the start time today is 3 o'clock. So in years past, when LSU's gone and played in Houston, they've played Friday at 7, Saturday at 3, Sunday at 11. Now it's this week. It's Friday at 3, Saturday at 7, Sunday at 7. So don't love the start times, but love the event. Did find out it's televised on MLB Network or MLB.com. So if you're looking to watch and you can't get it on the local AT&T Sportsnet channel or whatever, they will be streaming, so you can watch it that way. All right, we'll say some good mornings here. Combine also going on in Indy. Running backs and offensive linemen run today. So Ed Ingram, Austin Deculus, Ty Davis Price, they'll all get their shot. They'll all get their shot today at the combine. Thursday was all wide receivers. So quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends. So nobody that necessarily the Saints are super interested in. I guess we could talk about the quarterbacks, but really all the talk about the quarterbacks was well, let me take that back. It was receivers, obviously, but the hand size for Kenny Pickett. Garrett Wilson ran a 4.38. Most certainly solidified himself as the number one receiver in the draft. Chris Olave ran a 4.39. So those two clearly have set themselves apart. Traylon Burks from Arkansas ran a 4.55. Jahan Dotson ran 4.43. Those are probably the guys that, LSU could theoretically, the Saints theoretically could be considering at the receiver spot at 18. So, all right, let's say some good mornings here. Kelly Gross, good morning. Trey Bagby, good morning. Ryan, Amanda Guidry, good morning. Scone, how's the Hudco business been? It's been amazing, Ryan. I'm super humbled. I mean, I know y'all don't watch this every day to hear me talk about Hudco, but that's something that was an amazing opportunity for me and for my family. To go into business with one of my best friends, but then also to have the amount of people who for years have listened to me on radio and heard me and basically called Hudco a company they'd really never heard of, probably, based only on my recommendation, is very humbling. And business has been great. So honestly, exceeding whatever expectations that we had and had set for us in year one, and we're booming here in year two. So with the Baton Rouge, I should say. I mean, Hudco's been in North Louisiana for 20 years, but with what we're doing in Baton Rouge and South Louisiana, it's been awesome. So thank you very much for asking. Josh Bergeron, Jason Horn, Brian Wynn, Brian Broom, Ben Giat, Deborah Cowart, TGIF, Indeed, Stephen Fry. Saw something about MLB Network not having LSU games in Louisiana. I'm lost. That's probably, honestly, the AT&T Sports Net. But, all right, Bill hasn't sent out the weekend information. Oh, here it is. Okay. All games televised live on MLB Network at AT&T Sports Southwest. All games streamed live on Astros.com, the Astros Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube accounts. So they will be streaming as well. And the MLB app. So if you have AT&T Sports Southwest, you watch it there or at MLB.com or MLB Network. So you should be able to see it. Those are your options. And if you can stream it. So if you have smart TV, you can stream it. Right. Reagan Lee, do we save money for Texas? No. Jay Johnson's already said that definitively. Blake Money's, they're going to stick with their rotation in order. So you'll see Blake Money against Oklahoma, and I guess everything else is kind of TBD at this point. But it's very likely they'd go Mikhail Hilliard game 2, and then Ty Floyd game 3. Brian Wynn, Matt, is there an advantage for a former player to skip a combine performing at a school's pro day? Here's why quarterbacks do it, Brian, is because for the throwing drills, you get to work with your receivers, so timing's probably better than like if you're Kenny Pickett and you go throw to Chris Olave. Well, you've never worked with Chris Olave before, so does that really work out for you as opposed to working with your receivers from Pitt? That's the benefit for those guys. Other than that, it's probably just like a comfort thing. If you want to work out in your practice facility where you're comfortable, all that sort of stuff, that's really it. Craig Duga, Matt, is LeBron the Edo of the NBA? Tends to show up, dismantle a team, move on to a new team while it's getting back. Hey, look, I don't know if y'all heard this, but we talked about it on AFR yesterday. Part of the whole AD trade and subsequently the CJ McCollum trade, the Pelicans sent a top 10 protected pick to the Lakers. What that means is if the Lakers end up in the top 10 picks of the draft, that the Pelicans would retain that pick. The Lakers lost again last night. They got blown out by the Clippers. And if you look at the league standings right now, so remember, you need the Lakers to be in the bottom 10. Here's the order bottom up. Magic, Rockets, Pistons, Thunder, Pacers, Kings, Spurs, Knicks, Blazers, Pelicans, Lakers. So right now, the Pelicans have the 10th worst record in basketball. The Lakers are one game ahead of them, though. So if the Lakers continue this slide and the Pelicans and Lakers basically flip, then you could see the Pelicans not only have traded AD, gotten Brandon Ingram, landed Zion with the number 1 overall pick, done a trade for CJ McCollum with some of the assets they got from the Lakers, and then the top 10, the first round draft pick they sent to LA ends up coming back to New Orleans. That would be phenomenal. So keep cheering against the Lakers. It's significant. Aside from just our own humor in watching them lose, it's significant that they keep losing. Tim Gotro, Brooke Bordeaux, good morning. Devin Kelly, what's up, man? Looking forward to that beer tomorrow. Yes, sir. We'll see you there. Trivia Carter, good morning. Glenn Garner, Matt bruised some ribs the other day. Can't get no rest. Ooh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. I have not bruised ribs before, so I don't even know what you would go about doing. Man. I did see Johnson run the 4. I thought it was was it 4.28 or 4.21? It was crazy. Jesse Brown, morning, Matt. If a deal gets done with Jameis, what do you think the deal looks like? Well, all right. I always look at, okay, what does the market say? All right. So right now, Mahomes is getting 45 a year. Josh Allen, 43. Dak, 40. Deshaun Watson, 39. Russell Wilson, 35. Jared Goff, 33.5. Aaron Rodgers, 33.5. Kirk Cousins, 33. Carson Wentz, 32. Matt Ryan, 30. Tannehill, 29.5. Garoppolo, 27.5. Stafford, 27. Derek Carr, 25. Tom Brady last year, 25. And then you have the big drop off to Teddy Bridgewater at 11.5. I think somewhere in there is your reality. I think probably at the bottom of that tier to where he's going to be making around more than Teddy at 11.5, maybe right at what Tom was making at 25 per year. That'd be my guess, in the 20 to 25 a year range. I think, Jameis probably gets a 4-year or 5-year, $100 million contract. Because if the Saints don't, I think somebody else will. Taz, good morning. Did you see Chris Olave run a 4.2? Christian, 6'5", ran a 4.2. Which one would you take? Olave. I don't care so much about your 40 time. Who's the more productive guy in college? Give me the productive receiver in the major college level. Give me Olave. Trey Guy, good morning. Jake Daly, good morning. Wendell Norman, Brandon, good morning. How's E-Rock and Drew? How was Drew's first day back at the new St. Lillian? They're great. They're both sleeping right now. Drew was phenomenal. He loves going to New St. Lillian. He was so fired up to be back. So, let's see. Anyways, yes, thank you so much for asking. By the way, y'all, I did get an email yesterday, and I would very much appreciate your help, if you don't mind. So, Best of 225 awards are out again. We were nominated again. I think that quite honestly, I don't remember how many times we've been nominated, and that's awesome. That means enough people on the write-in, nominations put us in there to warrant us being on the ballot. So, been nominated a bunch. I've won once, and it's very cool to win. Look, there's my best of 225 right there. It was best radio personality, and that was in 2020. So I don't know. I've probably been nominated 7-8 times, and I've finished in the top 3 every time. So that means like they put the top 3 in the magazine. So I've finished in the top 3 every time I've been nominated, but I've only won it once. So I'd love to win it again. Candidly, I think that's one of those things that because it's voted on by the readership of 225 and fans, I think it's just really cool to win it. So anyway, and it's great, obviously, exposure for the show and everything like that. So if you would, I just put the link in the comment section on both YouTube and Facebook. It doesn't matter if you live in Baton Rouge, but if you would just click that link and vote in the best 225 I was nominated for best radio personality and 104.5 ESPN for best radio station. That would be awesome. Let's see. Tim Gotro, LSU Baseball, tweeted MLB blacking out the LSU games in Louisiana. So I got to stream it, I guess. That sucks. Bro, MLB is just the worst. They're just the worst, bro. Like, it's like, how do you not, I'll never ever understand, ever. In the most sincere way, I do not understand the logic behind blacking out games, behind preventing your consumer from consuming your product. I'll never understand it. Because Louisiana is in the Astros viewing area, we're blacked out. You can stream at Astros.com, Astros Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or MLB app. That's fine. A lot of people are cord cutters anyway, and so they're going to watch on the app anyway, which is fine. And so there's a way you can get it legally, but it's still so annoying. Like, I'll never understand it. I'll just never understand why you black out areas for a game. It's just not good business. It's not good. It's like when the NFL, would black out an area. Why would you prevent people? I mean, I get it. You want to sell tickets, fine. But you see now, with the benefit of hindsight, the bigger payday is the TV deal, not the ticket sales. So, anyway, whatever. Taz, I felt last year Juwan Johnson should have gotten more touches. He's a mismatch with height and speed. See, the thing is, he doesn't have the speed. That's the problem. He has height, doesn't really have the speed. I mean, that's why he went undrafted. So, yeah, I mean, I like Juwan Johnson. I'm glad they re-signed him. I think he's a good player. He's a good pass catcher. He's not a prototypical tight end per se, but you can flex him out, and I do like it. So, Devin, I don't know why 40 time is so important. Rarely does a wide receiver take off and run straight down the field. 40 yards, nobody in their way. I think shuttle would be higher priority because of change of direction. Yeah, I don't even think shuttle's that important. I mean, I think all of the combine is largely useless. Just let me see what you do. I mean, put on tape, right? I agree with you. I understand. And basically the 40 is a track event. So it's guys that go train. I remember watching Jarvis. So Jarvis went to Landry went to the combine, did not run a good 40 time. Like he left Baton Rouge and went to like Arizona or Miami or something like that to train. And he went to the combine and ran like a 4.7. It was terrible. And so then he came back home and went to Traction and trained with Mac Chiuili. And I remember watching Mac train Jarvis for his pro day. And I mean, the science behind it was incredible. It was like, I remember they measured out how many steps Jarvis took in his 40-yard dash. It was like, all right, your 40 took you this many steps. We need you to take 3. If you take 3 fewer steps at this time, it'll reduce your time from this to this if each step is this. So anyway, they basically worked with him on striding, being a longer strider, and his start. And he went to pro day and ran like a high 4.4s maybe. It was incredible. So anyway, so I'm with you. I'm a long way of saying I agree with you. Trivia, what you mean? Why is Matt always trying to get me on Facebook? I'm not trying to get you on Facebook. What you talking about? Sean Comiskey, morning. You think Will Wade will bring a veteran offensive guru? Seems like they're just one piece away. Does the investigation hinder that process? Do you mean bringing in like an offensive coach? I mean, let me remind you. I want to remind you something. 1 year ago, LSU was in the top 5 in the country in scoring, but they couldn't defend. This year, flipped on its head. And I want to remind you, if Adam Miller were on this team, it would look very different. Towards ACL. I mean, the guy who you brought in to be your leading scorer, your go-get-a-bucket guy, towards ACL. Bad break. All right, Keith.
When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone, Ontario. All you need is Hudco. Call Hudco Roofing. 364-1007.
All right, y'all. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Appreciate y'all. Steve Colson, what's good? Still have beads on the roof. Help, Hudco. We're not coming to get beads off your roof, Steve. Maybe for you. Stephen Fry, Jonathan Martin, Dylan Landry. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see, 756. Let me go quickly here. Smash that like button if you would. Brian Penton, what's up, man? Tim Gotro. Devin, hell no, you can't pay Jameis. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you can. You have to. He has a 5,000 yard season. He's had a better start to his career than Jared Goff and Carson Wentz, and they're all making more money than him. Bro, the market's been set. That's what you're going to pay a starting quarterback in the NFL. That's the bottom of the market that you're going to pay him as a starting quarterback in the NFL. Yes, you will. Jeffrey Parrott, morning Scone. Do you think the Saints trade up, grab one of the Ohio State wide receivers? I don't think they need to trade up. I think if they stay put, Olave will likely be there at 18. But if they want Wilson and can move up and get him, if he starts to slide into the low teens, I think they could, yeah. Let's see. Do they try to black out the drive percentage? No, Devin, the blackout now is to try to get people to subscribe to that channel. They try to pressure people to subscribe, but what's happened is people just find it on illegal streams or whatever the case may be. Brandon, already voted best 225. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much. Too bad I can only vote once. This ain't like voting in Georgia. Or you could get another email address. Another email address and vote a second time. Chris Beam, Elite Goods. What's going on? Spurge, good morning. All right, y'all. It is 7:58. I got to go. Got to get Drew up. Got to get him out. Greg Phillips, Ryan Dixon, good to see y'all, fellas. Okay. Facebook, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. YouTube, smash that like button. We appreciate y'all greatly. Ben Giat, my wife does the Hudco shuffle while I'm listening on the weekends. Also, how do I get a hat with my new roof? Easy, Ben. I saw you posted that we dropped materials. And forgive me, I'm just not up to date on the schedule as of right now. That's other guys that handle that. Are we done with your roof? Because if not, then we'll have somebody come bring you a hat upon completion. Maybe whoever the field agent was it Joe or Ron? Let me know. We'll make sure we get you one. Absolutely. Or I can mail it to you or meet you somewhere and I get you one. But I'm happy to do that. So thank you so much, man. Thank you for your business. All right, y'all. We are done. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you for LSU Daily and AFR3. Peace.